I'm back, bitches.
Oh no, don't
Do you miss me?
They're both back, bitches.
We're all back. Turn it on.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah. We're back.
So the truth is that Jesse and Aicu needed some space from one another. And so they were like, let's just do 2 weeks where it's just one and then the other. And then we'll reconjoin.
Anyway, I was in the hospital last Wednesday, unwell, but everything's fine now. So let's start. Yes?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Lovely.
Daphne and I are drinking a Pinot Gris from Washington State that was on sale for $7 a bottle at Fresh Market. Thank you, Fresh
It
Market.
looks like $1 million.
And Jesse is drinking finest Pellegrino, as are we, as a matter of fact. Now, tomorrow is the holiday of Shavuot, and I'm going to allow everybody to Google it because I just don't feel like talking about it very much. But in essence, during the meal, you usually have dairy. So I made us a very dairy-centric meal. It is vegetarian. These are like ravioli. I don't want to call it lasagna. I feel like that's offensive. It's a layered ravioli.
Handheld lasagna.
I'm going to be eating it with a fork because I'm not a heathen. But I made an asparagus pesto, and it is a spinach and ricotta ravioli with zucchini and a lot of cheese. They did get a little, let's call it suntanned overly, but I'm sure they're delicious. And this salad right here is sugar snap peas, snow peas, and castelvetrano olives, chives, mint, and shallots. Very lightly dressed with some olive oil, salt, pepper, and lemon juice. And those are sitting on a bed of a creamy goat cheese that I also put a little bit of garlic into.
Yum.
And just for fun, there's also
Cake
lemon
pops.
cake pops.
Yum.
Yummy.
Welcome.
These lasagna pouches look just as leathery as the group of swingers that were sitting next to us yesterday.
Delightful, let me tell you. They came.
Oh my God, that table of people was just like a look into our future.
People.
Honestly, that's what I said. Like, I see
Yes.
the future and it is bright.
Would you mind? That was us in
100% that was us.
many.
Look how gorgeous the layers, you guys.
This is so
Gorgeous
beautiful.
layers. I'm also going to dig right into this salad because it
As you
is
should, it's very tasty.
calling my name.
I've never made it before, but I took a little
Oh my God, the
bit.
crisp on this thing.
I love a good crisp on anything.
Wow.
Good stuff,
You
right?
already know that I love a
Wow.
crisp. Wait, how are you guys going about this?
Just hack at it.
Okay, wait.
That is lovely. I go well.
Thank you.
So
I'm really
crispy,
stoked about
flaky.
this asparagus
layered.
pesto. Like, I want to now eat it all the time with everything.
Hell yeah, that's delicious. The asparagus pesto is the salad.
No,
It's in the ravioli
sauce.
thing. That's the sauce.
that's the sauce.
That is delectable. It's light and refreshing and not a heavy pasta dish. It's
I
perfect.
really wanted to do something that would be like comforting and cheesy, but light. Because it's summertime.
You hit the mark. You hit
Yay.
the nail on the head. Very good job. Love it. Delicious. Beautiful. So summery.
Beautiful.
Good. All right. Well, while you guys are eating, I'm gonna do you the favor.
The salad. Wow.
Phenomenal, right?
Wow.
So
Wow.
crunch, so fresh.
So crunch.
So
So
fresh.
fresh.
Yay. I'm gonna do you the pleasure of hearing my critiques. So this past Sunday,
Critiques of,
last week's episode.
you'd have to clarify. Please.
Well, I wasn't done. I wasn't speaking. I wasn't done speaking. Last week, last Sunday, we were invited to our dear friends for a pool party, and I realized that it was going to be like an hour-long drive. So I was like, what the hell? Why not? So I put on the podcast, and I have thoughts. The first thought is that I was surprised because I thought that you would take the opportunity of me not sitting next to the two of you in the room and use the entire hour to discuss conspiracy theories. And you not only didn't do that.
Guess what I have to
you
talk about
literally
today?
Did not mention conspiracy theories, not a single time. I
Listen,
think
we
this is the first
flowed-
episode that you've not even mentioned a single one.
We flowed naturally. What do you want from us?
I thought that you would flow naturally without any eye rolls or me being a contrarian or like, you know.
Good point.
Well,
You
Fair
did
point.
not take advantage of the
Fair point.
situation, and I am.
Opportunity missed,
Disappointed.
100%. Note taken. Next time you don't show up, whenever that will be,
I have
we are going to do an episode where we are wearing tinfoil hats.
exactly. More notes.
Oh gosh.
I want to do it kind of like, I want to say compliment sandwich, but in reality, well, I guess that's up for interpretation. The next note is that, in my humble opinion, both of you are inclusive and hospitable.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Now,
Thank you.
I think so.
Another thing that both of you are not is obsessive compulsive disordered.
We said borderline. We didn't
Yeah,
say
I said
that
very
we are.
mild.
We said borderline.
Okay. And that leads me to a quick, short topic of how I think that while it's really fantastic that all of us have the entire world in our fingertips with our phones and all of our modes of receiving information, people are getting more knowledge and education than they could have otherwise. I think it's also a breeding ground for like some real crappy shit. And one of it is being self-diagnosis, because I think that a lot of people self-diagnose themselves with stuff. And not only does it minimize the experience of people who are legitimately diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder
Absolutely.
or bipolar disorder or autism or literally anything else in the freaking
But-
BDSM.
Like with anything in life, there is a spectrum to everything.
Baby.
And you can be extremely mild on that spectrum. And I'm not belittling
No,
or
no.
demeaning someone else.
Autism has a spectrum.
So does OCD.
Not like that. You guys are not
What I'm telling
OCD,
you.
and also like minimizing a quirk of liking things to be tidy and organized in the way that you like
it
your
affects
shirts
your
folded.
mood,
But
think
it
what
doesn't disrupt your life.
Yeah,
It
you don't know
does.
that?
It
Yes,
does.
it does.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
I get
We're
into
gonna
fights about it.
We're
with
gonna
my
continue that. You
husband.
guys have to.
And I didn't say that it doesn't matter. I said you don't know that. And yes, it will literally disrupt my day and my life. And
Then I suggest both of you guys have modes of like getting help. I think that you should seek a formal diagnosis then.
I don't need somebody to diagnose me with that. Like I hear you, and I think that there are
This is my
boundaries.
critique.
Okay,
This is
then
my
I will be
critique.
quiet.
Next. This is a editor's correction. The restaurant that we went to in Puerto Rico is Bocoa, not Bacau.
Yes.
Thank you.
Another thing, and it's so funny
The cat's
because
name is
I
Koa.
forgot that I had heard it on the podcast until I re-listened to it today. But I said something to you about it yesterday. DAF has a new pronunciation to the word privacy. Privacy. It's no longer privacy, it's privacy. Have you been watching a lot of like UK TV?
No, I always say that as a joke. That's the
Okay.
pronunciation
It's very
that
posh. I like it.
That's the pronunciation that I take when I want to just like say things fun in a fun accent.
I appreciate it. I think it's cute.
Thanks.
Yeah. 2 more notes.
Yes.
The discussion about Steve Carell always being the same person. It's not that I guess like in 40-Year-Old Virgin and Anchorman and like in
Evan Almighty.
Evan, all of those, I guess like there were similar patterns of behavior, but I wonder if you guys have seen like other works of his, for example, Foxcatcher or like Beautiful Boy, because in those movies,
No. And I did end up going back on what I said and kind
Right.
of correcting that, like, okay, maybe it isn't in everything. I think there are a lot of things where his base character just like shines through. It's just like, it's him. It's who he
now I
is.
will say this, as of recent, now that he's Salt and Pepper, now that he's daddy,
He's very daddy.
He's been taking roles, getting roles, I don't know what, that are similar but in a completely different way. For example, in Four Seasons and in
is so good.
Morning
So good.
Show, and I
Yes.
think what's it called,
Yes.
Buckhead or something like that.
Rooster.
No, not Rooster.
Oh.
There was I think it's a movie
haven't heard of
with
that.
like four very rich men who are like at the top of a mountain and they're
haven't
talking
heard
shit.
Yes, I
So in
forgot what
that
it's
sense,
called.
like it's
I
also
forgot
like
about four
kind of like
seasons.
ethically corrupt but ambiguously so attractive older man.
I completely forgot about 4 seasons. He's so good
He's
in
so good
that.
in that.
And also, I don't know if you've yet to see Rooster. Rooster is
No, not yet.
really good. I just finished the first season. It is great. It's got the guy from freaking Ted Lasso in it.
Yeah, I heard the podcast.
I still haven't watched
It was already two episodes in a row that Duff was talking about song
repeating
sung
it.
blues. We don't need to talk about Rooster again. Now, I do need a clarification, I guess, from Jesse. Because I was very confused about the Mandela effect thing. Because I didn't see any Mandela effect in what you guys were talking about.
What? Remind me. What?
You were talking about the Mandela effect with like, you said, I always think that Kate Hudson was in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but I know she wasn't when she was.
I also, listen.
She got confused.
My brain is just not what it used to be. It's just making a lot of mistakes. Forgive me, I'm not perfect.
No.
I thought there was a Mandela effect, but it really wasn't. I'm just getting the two movies mixed up and the two people mixed up, but they
I see.
are similar names.
It was a movie formula that was super popular at the time, like
How to
a
do
fun
something.
blonde protagonist, Matthew McConaughey, brunette quirky sidekick. Like in Failure to Launch, it's Zooey Deschanel. In How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, it's Katherine Hahn. And then like a deal of some sort that is somewhat manipulative. Someone
gets upset.
like deception.
Someone has to apologize when they're
Right.
bad. Yeah.
To be fair, though, that is when rom-coms were at their peak, like the best.
Yeah.
Best time for rom-coms. I miss that era of rom-coms. Well, while you were just sitting on your throne of judgment and criticizing us, we happened to have a stupid, lovely little time. And all I gotta say is that I don't know anything. I don't know a goddamn thing. And so 99% of the things that come out of my mouth are just stupid musings of my
vibes.
mind. Just vibes.
Just vibes.
And I think that there's a time and place for that, and there's something to be said about adding a little less seriousness into your life and a little more whimsy, because the world itself is quite serious and dark and moody and sad. And in order to be able to live in the world and operate and actually be a human being without overthinking every single thing that comes out of my mouth, I need to be able to be stupid and dumb sometimes.
Okay.
And
Wow.
this is where I'm
That
able
was
to do that.
a run-on sentence if I ever heard one. Great. Proud of you. I just realized that there's one more thing that I completely forgot to ask you. You know what? No. It's not a question. It's an apology.
Oh, okay.
I must have failed you. If in the year of Beyonce 2026, this is when the first time you've watched Hot Rod,
Yeah.
the fuck?
I know, dude.
That movie came in, but like I'm
2007.
genuinely surprised because like that movie was like a moment. Like I feel like everybody around me was saying, "Hi, I'm blank and I like to party." Like everybody, like that was like
I know.
a moment in time.
I guess maybe I was too young when it came out to really get it. And so it wasn't in my like visual yet, you know what I mean? And then when I don't know, it somehow fucking slipped through the cracks, and I don't know how it did, because it is brilliant, and I love Andy Samberg so much, and you know, we already talked about this last week, so we're not going to talk about it again, but it is such an excellent, beautiful, wonderful, phenomenal.
It's honestly so underrated. I absolutely love that movie. Also, if you call Isla Fisher Isla one more time. There was a hot moment that when I was having a really hard time with like people pronouncing my name wrong, that I was considering changing my spelling to hers, but it also doesn't sound the same.
No.
And then it would lose from its meaning.
Right. No, but I can't believe I was disappointed in myself that I had never seen it.
Like Adam, I can understand because I don't even know if that movie came to Israel, but like, bro.
No, but I'm so glad that we did end up watching it. And then this weekend we had another throwback watch of Dickie Roberts' former child star, which used to be my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Growing up, and it's just so great. David Spade, like, also now watching it as an adult, he's so much more, like, I didn't appreciate how, like, flamboyant and, like, light and fun he is in the movie.
Movies used to be deeply unserious. Like,
Yeah.
even, like, as far as, like, talking about, like, when we watched White Chicks.
Oh my God.
Like, movies used to be so unserious.
100%.
And well done. Just so good.
What are you looking up right
Yeah,
now?
you've been super busy over
Nothing.
there.
Yeah, you've been tapping away on the
It's
keyboard.
fine. I'm allowed to do that. That's my job.
Yeah, but like, what are you lurking on?
I'm just checking some facts and figures.
What are the facts and figures that you're...
Just conspiracy things.
Okay, so what is the conspiracy that you want to talk about today, Dusty, please?
Please,
Well-
enlighten us.
So remember recently we were with your friend Cameron. After the podcast, we were chatting, and it came up that she follows this girl because she was talking about occults, and she brought up that girl's podcast. And I was like, oh my God, I've been following her for a really long time. Back from the borderline. And actually, recently I've seen like a lot of other people I know are following
And
her.
who is this back from the borderline person?
She runs a podcast. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but she just definitely talks about like out there things. The explanation online says she's an acclaimed mental health, depth psychology, and spirituality podcast hosted by writer and existential thinker Molly Adler.
Existential thinker?
Like her, all
Who
of her
isn't an
episodes-
existential thinker?
No. Like the shit that she talks about and like posts about on Instagram is like shit that I would never think of unless I saw her post. But then it's like, oh wow, that's so interesting.
I feel like I'm an existential thinker.
I'm sure you are. I'm just saying, like she talks about spirituality. And
I guess that's a sort of like philosopher. But
she kind of is. Like she talks about a lot of topics
Yeah.
that are very like deep, related to like family trauma, like traumas you may have had like when you were younger. But she talks about a lot of different things. And a few times she's touched on aliens. Mm-hmm. And one time, a long time ago, she posted about her experience with the Bledsoe family. Like I didn't think much of it. I was like, whatever. She again very recently posted about it. And I was like, okay, interesting. She's brought this up before, and she mentioned like I'm bringing this up because
Who are the Bledsoe family?
Yeah, you're saying that like
I'm gonna get into it. I'm not there yet. I don't know yet at this point. She's just talked about them now twice, and the reason she posted about them recently is because, as we know, the president mentioned that he's going to release documents about the UFOs, and like there's been
anything but the files, huh?
I know, trust me, I know, I hate it, but everything is a distraction, obviously. But anyway, so they released some stuff recently. It wasn't much of anything. It was like some weird, military videos. It's crazy that we have the AI capabilities we have today, but the videos they're releasing of aliens are on these ridiculous military screens that you can barely see anything.
Girl, I think that that's also deliberate.
Sure. So, anyways, there's been this whole resurgence and uptick in UFOs and aliens, and the president's talking about it, and there's all this stuff happening. So that's why she decided I'm gonna post about my experience again, which was that she had an experience with entities that she couldn't explain, like alien entities, visually in front of her. And so the Bledsoe family, this guy Chris,
Is it Blooodso?
Bled, Bled,
Oh.
SOE. So he is a UFO encounter claimant. He reported a UFO.
Who's he?
Chris Bledsoe. Sorry. So he is the head of the Bledsoe family.
The head.
The patriarch of the Bledsoe family. So he reported a UFO experience in 2007 while fishing with his sons, which says,
The heirs, if you will.
yes, the heirs to the Bledsoe family. He says that this experience, this encounter, cured an illness and led to a spiritual awakening. So he was like at a really bad time in his life, like financial ruin, at the same time that he found out he had a serious, bad health problem. But he is now a speaker, a writer, studied by scientists, and government agencies and religious groups have both shown interest in his case. But
Interesting. Okay.
so what made it more interesting is
Wait, what did she post about them? About the Bledsoes?
Yeah. How is it related to her?
There's a lot of
own-
missing pieces in your
she's
story.
friends with them somehow, and she was with them on their property maybe they met because I think actually they met because she wanted to like interview him or talk deeper about his experience. He became this figure because of his experience that people wanted to like get to know, talk to, and interview, whatever. So I believe she like befriended the family and was on their property and had a similar experience. He told her, speak to the sky and like basically invite these entities to show themselves to you. And she said that they did. Tom Segura and Christina Pazitsky, they both have a podcast called Your Mama's House or Your
Yeah,
Mom's
that name is familiar. Like,
Your Mom's House. They're both very famous comedians.
I know
Tom
his name.
Segura is huge.
Yeah.
His wife less. But they just had a podcast with this other guy, and like I saw a clip on Instagram and it brought up the Bledsoe family again. So at that point I'm like, okay, I keep hearing this family's name over and over and over again. Clearly he's this big guy in Duncan Trussell. So they just had an episode with Duncan Trussell, and on the episode,
is that a person?
yes, he's also an amazing comedian and speaker and like personality.
He does more like traumedy,
and he does it amazingly. I went to one of his shows and literally laughed, cried, like with every emotion.
I don't know what traumedy is.
It's comedy, but with like trauma stories. Like he makes trauma funny.
Yeah, like
Real experiences. He spoke about his mom, which was very emotional and sad, and like I literally cried during his set, but then at the end of his story you start laughing your ass off because of the way
that he expresses
poses it,
his
yeah.
experience. Like his experience is just funny, and he shares that.
So the recent episode, The Aliens Are Watching You, dove into UFO and paranormal activity, and they brought up this guy Bledsoe. So I was like, oh my God, like this is so interesting. Why does he keep popping
Yeah.
up? His name
I
keeps
also feel
popping
like
up.
specifically Duncan Trussell is very much inside of that world. Man.
He's also has shows on
explores.
Netflix.
Yeah. That show that he has on Netflix is so cute.
It's so interesting. It's him speaking, almost like on a podcast, but then they did a cartoon to go with the audio. Anyways,
that man has explored every pocket in his mind.
to kind of pull it all together and finish it up, obviously after hearing this guy's name, I was like, who the fuck is this Bledsoe guy? But he has clearly had such a profound experience with these alien entities, which supposedly came to him, healed his sickness, helped him turn his life around. He now like talks to people about how to like, I guess, bring them closer into their lives. And then this lady back from the borderline had her experience where she posted a very long post about like everything that happened. She saw these orbs. And then it's somehow related to this thing called the lady. So supposedly this lady is part of the entities.
Okay.
And has been documented like healing people. There was this like famous politician whose son was really, really sick.
But the lady is also an entity?
Yeah, no, it's just like a name. Like it's the lady. Like you're
okay.
like summoning the lady, and the lady like, will heal you.
Oh, okay. That's very, very interesting. I'm always curious about it because I've had experiences with ghosts, but who's to say that it wasn't an alien? Like who's to say that not all aliens, not all ghosts
Encounters.
or ghost encounters are not alien encounters, or like are they one and the same? Are aliens just souls traveling?
I think you're minimizing a whole life outside the walls of our earth.
Okay, so I found the story that I was talking about. Chris Bledsoe wrote a book, UFO of God, a crucial story that may have been overlooked by many. Is he published a photo of President Obama with a boy named Brandon, who he claims to have been miraculously healed. And like, it's a real picture of Obama and this boy in the Oval Office. And he belonged to a well-respected, connected, influential, and wealthy family in Washington, D.C. According to the book, he had a serious case of genetic mitochondrial disease, which was worsening, and his family had run out of options. Like, he wasn't digesting food, he wasn't getting any nutrients because he couldn't eat food. Like, he was on his way out. None of the doctors knew what to do anymore. The parents were just basically like, we'll do anything at this point because our son is dying. And through a mutual friend, they were connected, and they took this chance. And I guess it was Chris himself. Like, this guy Chris went and did this. Chris went.
He's an alien shaman.
And he says that he thinks he's gotten his power after being exposed to the radiation from the crafts that visited him. So he went to this boy's house. He flew to their home, flew to DC, went to their home. The boy was on a feeding tube. He sat down, talked with him for over an hour, shared some of his experiences, and told the child that he didn't know, nor did NASA know, how the healing worked. Because NASA has supposedly, like...
A supernatural division. Yes, I've heard of it.
Yes, they have, like, experimented on him.
Totally fucking...
He asked the Holy Spirit to guide him in his head, held the image of the lady in his mind, and he said it's like tuning a guitar, that he was trying to get his mind in tune with her note, which is also like a crazy sentence. Like, he's imagining this lady, and he's trying to get his mind in tune with her note. It's an emotional posture, a mental stance, and a way of seeing all at once. He said he felt an infinite glow of generosity, compassion, and understanding, and he asked in prayer over and over and over on Brandon's healing. A feeling of electrical energy built up inside him like a buzzing, and he said that he felt like if he hugged him, it would pass on to him. So as the energy built up, he felt his own body was draining.
I'm going to stop you right here. It's very, very interesting.
It's
I go back and forth. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I go back and forth.
This man is a swindler. What do you mean?
I go back and forth on like feeling like I want to believe him. I want to be a believer. Because
well, this boy was healed. The parents called him and said,
"Who is this boy? And why is this picture with Obama? Now, why not with his parents?"
Because they're influential. It's proving
his parents are influential, so why not with his parents?
He's a real boy. Like, this isn't just a story.
Girl, I didn't play a real boy with Obama.
A picture exists of him with Obama because his parents are influential and a big deal in Washington, D.C. Like,
that is absolutely insane, and also like making people rationalize things.
Whatever, guys.
It's
a conspiracy.
Can I just finish my thought that I was starting there? I want to be a believer because I don't want to knock something that I have no real ability to knock. But it's hard. It's hard to take it seriously when it's like, you know what I mean? Like it is difficult to really, really take in and be like, okay, I 100% believe this person. I also need more context. Like I need to be able to see this person. I need to see them speak. I need to see the way that they lead their lives. Like I need to witness this individual in order to make a decision on whether or not I feel like it is something that I can trust. And as of right now, just hearing you like say all these things, how do I know that also this person isn't like borderline schizophrenic? You know what I mean?
I hear you. I'm not saying that any of this is true.
My itch is also with what is it called? Alien of God? What does God have to do with it? Like the orbs are from God?
I think he's basically connecting. Like a lot of people think of God as like this separate thing, but that maybe this entire time God has been a fucking alien or alien entities.
No, but he's saying that he's also praying. I don't know. It's rubbing me the wrong way.
All I'm saying,
it's given like guru, shaman, taking advantage and manipulating. Not for me. Best of health to the mitochondrial child, I guess. I don't know.
He's fine now, so you don't need to wish
Obama's
him
friend.
Anyway, speaking of conspiracy theories, I'm going to pivot because we've been talking about this for far too long.
Agreed.
I am, okay, so I had a thought this past Friday when I was having a casual dinner with my girlfriends. We were talking about, whoa,
oh, I don't know.
fuck,
I'm sorry.
dude.
I didn't expect you to have that much left. Sorry.
One of the girls started talking about like buying.
Wait. Where'd you guys have dinner?
At my friend's house.
Oh. Okay.
One of the girls started talking about organs, like selling organs on the black market. And my mind immediately just went to like, how does one get, like, what is the pipeline of a person that wakes up and is like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna sell organs on the black market?
No, it's not a decision that you make. What do you mean? It's out of necessity.
You think it's out of necessity?
Absolutely.
Do you think it's out of like wanting
desperation?
To help people?
No, it's about a desperation.
Is it a crooked doctor?
It's desperation and having no other choices.
Are they always gang members?
It's a thing of supply and demand. People need it, so they supply it. People are willing to pay.
Do you think that every time that an organ is sold on the black market, that person was murdered for their organ?
Not necessarily, because you don't necessarily have to murder to get an organ.
There's tons of different. I've told you a story about one way.
Yes.
Okay. You can be murdered. You can be getting a routine surgery in Turkey. There's a million different ways, but when there's a demand for such a thing, people are willing to pay tons of money because they're on a list. They're never going to make it in time.
And you think it happens mostly like that, where it's like stolen from people? Or do you think that like maybe if like somebody...
Otherwise, you're on a list and people are donating or dying.
No, I understand. But do you think that like people are being like opened for surgery and then they're like,
I mean, you can't just like
I'm gonna pocket that kidney.
Grab a kidney. It needs to match.
No, but did Jesse ever tell you the story of the ladies in Turkey?
I'm positive that we've talked about it multiple times.
Okay, well now you have to, now like other people.
Well, right.
No, we've spoken about it on camera.
No, we haven't.
The Utah girls.
No, we have not.
No, we haven't.
It's not a story of mine that I should really be telling. So we've definitely never told it on here. But now that we're
Utah
talking
chicks went to Turkey to get plastic surgery and left with a few organs missing.
With one organ missing each.
Terrible way to tell a
few
story.
in total.
Anyway, I'm just out here wondering. Like,
I'm just summarizing it. I'm giving the cliff notes.
I would like, okay, sometimes. Okay, oh my God, this is a perfect segue. Hold on. I'm going to pause that story very, very quickly.
No,
and then I'm going to
I
go
was done.
on to talk about Big Mistakes and how I've watched it. And it's fucking excellent. And that's a little side note to talk about the fact that I just want to know. I want to be a fly on the wall with like things that the cartel does. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Wait, hold on. Why is my phone not on? Hold on.
Who's calling?
Do not disturb. Turn on. Okay, it's on. Nobody's gonna bother us anymore. Okay, so I just want to be a fly on the wall with like cartel happenings, you know? I just want to like see what's happening over there. Like, what are they talking about? Is it like the movies, do you think? What are the conversations being had? Are people getting murdered all the time? Like, I want to know everything that's happening. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want anything to do with it. I just want to know what's happening behind closed doors.
My
in the
love,
cartels.
it's like the conversation that we had earlier via text message, because they're dying to go to a place that's literally right down the street from your house. It is so attainable. There's no reason to die for it. All you have to do is go there.
No,
you're in Miami.
I don't want to be a part of it. If I go there, I'm a part of it.
You're in Miami. You go sit at like Sexy Fish or something and you just chill for a minute.
No, I don't want to be in. No, did you not hear me? I want to go behind closed doors.
You can't do. You can't have it all.
It's called being an undercover cop.
You could do that.
Oh my God, should I become an undercover cop?
No, you'll get killed.
You also routinely drug checked.
You think I would get
it's not
killed?
necessarily that's
I don't
that's
think-
right. If you're undercover, they actually allow you to do that because you need to blend in.
I don't think that I would get killed. Do you think I would get killed that quickly?
Do you not know the story of like Purple Hatter's Ball?
What? No.
You know Purple Hatter's Ball?
Purple what?
Purple Hatter's Ball at
It's
Swanee.
Hatters.
Yeah, I wasn't very clear when you said
You said purple bottle balls.
Purple Hatter's Ball is literally a festival honoring this girl that she got arrested for like drug dealing. The cops said no, like instead of arresting you, we'll put you undercover to get the big guy, and then we'll let you off the hook. And she got killed in the undercover operation.
That's crazy because undercover what? She wasn't a cop.
She went to go buy. She was like
an informant.
Yes, but it's basically the same thing.
I watch enough police TV.
They are doing the same thing. An undercover cop is going in and pretending to be undercover. An informant is going in and pretending to be undercover.
It is far more dangerous to be an informant. You have zero training whatsoever. You're just living life.
It's different.
Both are dangerous.
She became a puppet.
If you get caught, you're getting killed. It's the same fucking thing.
100%.
Yeah, but you're more likely to get caught as an informant.
Right.
Sure.
Like undercover cops are people that are coming out of nowhere. They're forming relationships. They are supposed to be winning fucking Oscars for their performances.
If anything,
Watch
an
Brooklyn
informant
Nine-Nine again.
knows that person. They have an in. Like they're already on good terms with that person and should technically like get away with it more than an undercover who comes out of nowhere.
Girl.
No, because that person will know that person got arrested recently.
Exactly. The mob, the cartel knows that they got arrested, so they know that they're not to be trusted.
Exactly.
So, okay. Depends on the level of the operation. But
Operations run high all day.
Anyway, I just want to like...
Okay, so
this is kind of back to what I was saying before. I just want to know what everybody's up to. I just want to know what everybody's doing. I don't need to be a part of it.
Very intrusive.
I just want to know. And I think that that's like a very common thing that people share. People are naturally chismosos, and I'm very chismosa. Like I'm not judging
Oh
anybody.
my God, you're
I
definitely
just,
not getting invited to the cartel if you're a chismosa. You can't be
I just
talking to
want to
Pep.
know what's
You're
happening.
definitely a chismosis. Like 100%.
I don't know how to satisfy that itch that you want to
You don't have
scratch.
to. I'm not looking for solutions. I'm just sharing.
Okay, I thought you were. You
No.
literally said I just want to this. I just want to that.
Right. I'm sharing what I want,
Okay. Okay.
among other things. I also want a pair of Pradas and I want a pair of Miu Miu's.
Pretty
She's talking about sunglasses,
sure
not shoes.
that most of the shit you're seeing in movies is
accurate?
Is pretty real. Like they're doing their research. Like they're
You
trying.
think it's accurate?
They're trying.
I don't know. I feel
they're
like it's
trying to make
Hollywoodized.
a realistic situation. For
I
you,
would
yeah.
say that if you want to get like a clear view of what it's like, I would watch like more SVU. Genuinely. Law and Order SVU is essentially a documentary.
Yeah, they bring
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
people to like give them real stories to
Yeah.
use.
Fair. Okay. We'll touch base. Anyway, so Big Mistakes is excellent. Fucking Dan Levy.
It was good. It was fun. I
I
enjoyed
love
it.
you. I'm very excited for season 2. The girl who plays the sister is like
A Sandler.
They look so
such
alike.
a Sandler. It's crazy.
I don't think she looks alike to him.
I think they look like literal siblings, which is interesting because in the show he's adopted.
I don't think they look alike. I think that they both
do.
look Jewish.
Sure, but I that is also true, but I believe and think they look like siblings. And the same is true also that she looks like a Sandler.
She looks
like a
so much
Sandler.
like a Sandler.
Which, by the way,
I had to
both of
Google
them,
it.
the Sandler children, as well as Dan Levy, are half Jews.
His wife's not Jewish?
I don't think so.
And they're not Jewish at all.
Well, maybe she converted. I don't know. Maybe I'm
She's
wrong.
still not, like,
Look
we
it
know
up.
how Judaism works.
Yeah,
If
if she
the mother ain't
converted-
Jewish, you ain't Jewish.
If she is
No, but if
converted, she is
converts,
Jewish.
She's Jewish.
It's still not.
No, it absolutely is. Look it up, though. I'm not sure. Maybe
I'm not saying
talking
that's what I
out my
believe,
ass. But if
that
you,
is the consensus in the Jewish community.
Thank you for drawing a line
what
down your
community
midline.
are you speaking of? If the mother
I've
converted,
just heard many Jewish women speak about, well, she's not really Jewish.
then they are hater ass bitches,
I'm
and
sorry,
they fucking
this
deserve
is
to
what it
go have a
is.
conversation with a rabbi, because Jewish women who converted to Judaism are Jewish. Their children are Jewish.
That's you just being nice and accepting it.
No, it's literally what it is. Anyway, speaking of the Levies, what?
Says whether a child is considered Jewish
That's
and the
not what
mother.
I asked you to Google.
Sorry, what did you ask?
If Adam Sandler's wife is Jewish. Was I right though? A converted, the son of a converted woman is a Jewish child.
Obviously, you are right. I think what Jesse is saying is that
People
that
are
like
hating.
the more traditional people or the more like Hasidic people wouldn't take that as like
They can go.
I agree.
yeah.
I
Kick
agree.
some rocks.
I'm just telling you what I have heard throughout my life of like bitter people who don't want to accept people.
That's just
Adam Sandler's
jealous.
wife was raised Catholic but converted to Judaism prior to their marriage.
There you go. So I was right. Both
So
Dan
then
Levy
both of
and
them
the
are Jewish.
Sandler daughters are ethnically speaking of
Also, his genes are very
combo.
strong, and they got all his genes.
Speaking of the Levies, though, have you guys seen on Netflix the Martin Short documentary?
No, I've been meaning to watch it.
It was so sweet.
It looked
And
like
that-
something that would make me cry, and so I was like,
I watched it with Mom. I didn't cry, but it is very emotional. And that man, even though he's like so lighthearted and funny and fun and like, he's really great. He's been through some like really horrible
I
trauma.
saw in the trailer his wife passed away.
So basically, he is the youngest of 5. His oldest brother died when he was like 12. His mother died when he was 19, and his dad died when he was 20. Then
Oh my
like
God.
he
Who's
did
this?
like
Martin
Short. Like the Canadian like comedy
He is Canadian.
scene. Yeah. All of that. He meets his wife. They are in love. Like literally, like they keep talking about it in the movie, how like anytime somebody was like, what is the perfect example of like a good couple? And even Steve Martin at some point was like, like at some point my relationship with my wife wasn't going very well, and we were experiencing some challenges. We went to therapy, and like our therapist asked like if there's any couple that we would want to emulate, and it was always Martin Short and his wife. And she got really sick, like she had cancer, so she died. And then this past February, like they also couldn't conceive, so they adopted 3 kids, and it's fucking crazy because like you see the kids and like somehow they look like them, and it's like 3 children, different ages. And then this past February, his daughter decided to
End her life?
No.
move on. Yeah.
Oh my God.
This man is consistently being like surrounded by like
similar
tragedy.
to Keanu Reeves. He's also had like a really tragic. You've heard about Keanu Reeves' life? Like,
Yeah, but that was like a really long time ago. It hasn't happened. I mean, he doesn't have kids
he's lost
and stuff.
like a bunch of people. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's as bad. I'm saying it's like similar. Like I've heard
Wow.
about his life story. I was like, oh my God.
So I actually, it's
So
so interesting that
sad.
you're saying this because today I was so not expecting this, but I watched a video. I literally stopped myself from sending it to people because like I put my phone down
what?
and bawled my fucking eyes out at this video that came up. It's this woman, she's like, this is my best friend, whatever. She took her own life however many weeks ago. And like she's just sharing, this woman is a therapist, and she's sharing like the emotions that she's going through and the grief that she's going through, and how interesting it is to go through grief as a person who helps people through grief, and how some people, some traditions like handle grief in this way. Like some people are wailing, some people take a whole week off to, respect this person that has just passed. And she's like, but in capitalism, I can't do that. I have bills to pay. I can't tell my gas company that my best friend just died. Like I have to keep on going. And I don't know, just the way that she created the video and the way that she was speaking was so eloquent and painted such a fucking heartbreaking picture.
Yeah,
I
there's very
literally
little
put
room for
my
grief.
phone down and bawled my eyes out because it was heartbreaking.
Well, in the
Heartbreaking.
documentary, one of his closest friends, a fellow Canadian comedian, is Catherine O'Hara, and she's very heavily featured because he would always like film. Like there's so much footage.
Oh, I think I saw something about like there was a summer at his
it was
summer
every
house.
summer,
That,
every
like,
summer.
all these people would hang out
Every
together.
summer. Like, and as a matter of fact, like
saw something
their
about that.
Christmas party became like, it started out like a small thing in the house, and like you can see like Dan Aykroyd is there, and Catherine O'Hara, and
I
Dan
saw
Levy, and
something
like
about this, yeah.
Eugene Levy,
Eugene
and like
Levy.
freaking
God, I would love to have been at those parties.
director, Jew, Schindler's List, Jaws. What's the fuck his name? Avatar. Steven Spielberg. And his wife.
Not Avatar. That's Cameron.
That's right. Is it?
Whatever.
It's fine. I just wanted you to know.
It is. It's right. You're right.
James
Avatar.
Cameron is
James
Avatar,
Cameron.
and everything
that
else you
fucking,
said,
that
Steven
fuck
Spielberg.
face. That's right. Fuck you, James Cameron. You did your ex-wife dirty. And then she won the Oscar. That was great. Goldie Hawn.
Oh,
All of
just
these, and like you see
iconic,
them,
yeah.
so like you see them like all like super fucking young in these videos, and then simultaneously there's like the on-camera like confessionals or whatever, and that was filmed before she passed. So she's in it too.
Oh my God.
And it's devastating too, because like you see, like she's getting really emotional because like she's talking about his wife who passed away from cancer, and now we know that she's also passed away from cancer. It's all very, very sad.
I just
very
watched
devastating.
Schitt's
And also,
Creek for the first time since she passed, and it's like been so sad watching because
Yeah.
there's that entire episode about her dying on the internet.
Yeah.
And then there's also like there's like
Love
parts.
that episode.
I know. There's
so
parts of
good.
other episodes though where they talk about her dying or like something, and it's just like, oh my God.
It's a loss, a genuine loss. I will watch the Martin Short documentary.
should.
I've been meaning to. I just have been putting it to the side because I know that I'm going to be a fucking wreck when I watch it.
I really don't think so.
Did you know he used to have colonoscopy parties?
Lighthearted. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he talks about as a
Him
matter
and
of fact,
Steve Martin and Tom Hanks and a few other guys
they bring
would
it
get
up.
together.
So I mean, I only watch Only Murders in the Building one time, and I
it was
stopped
cute.
at some point.
It kind of like fell off. But it
I
was cute.
loved the first season. And like in the very beginning of the movie, you see him kind of like practicing one of the lines, and it's like, do you want to like go get a colonoscopy together or something like that? And I guess it's a line that he uses in the show with Steve Martin, and they go back to like it being a thing. That's right, Tom Hanks and what's his,
Just like,
Rita Wilson.
Wow.
That whole thing.
Sergio.
It's very cute. It's very sweet. It's very
Poor guy,
wholesome,
though.
and like also it's a like very hardcore about
At
like
least
perseverance. Like this man, like.
Yeah.
At least he still has Steve Martin.
Huh?
At least he still has Steve Martin.
They are on tour, and they have a show at the end of the month in DC. And I
would die.
don't know what to do because I
either.
really want to see them, but it's like $400 tickets, and also DC. Like,
Yeah, I'm not really
I don't want to go anywhere near the White House.
Yeah, no, that's...
But I would like. I wish they would come to Florida, because
No one ever comes here. People hate us.
I saw Jason Mraz on Friday.
Yeah, my point. Exactly.
Bitch.
I'm just saying,
How
like,
was
good
Jason
artists
Mraz?
He
don't
was
come here.
amazing. That man sounds exactly the same as he did in 2006.
I used to love him. I was a big fan of
I
Jason
forgot
Mraz.
how
Big
many
fan, big
songs of
fan.
his I knew. And there was also a lot of songs that I didn't really know because I haven't really kept up with him. But like, catchy as fuck, man. Like that guy has like such... He's all about the love, man.
Yeah.
I feel like he was
He
very
just wants to have a
popular
good time.
when
Jack Johnson.
yes.
Yeah,
and
also.
Room for Squares, what's his name?
I mean, there was Gavin
John Mayer,
DeGraw.
John Mayer, when John Mayer was
Did you not
John
just
Mayer.
say John Mayer?
I said John Mayer. Yeah.
Right, but you also said John Mayer right before, no?
I said John Mayer, John Mayer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you said it twice.
No.
Yes.
You said Jack Johnson. I said
Oh,
yes.
that's right. Okay.
And
Yeah,
then I
never
was
mind.
waiting for John Mayer. Like that's when they were all
I
like
said
really
Jack
popular.
Johnson. She said
Yeah. Room for
Yeah.
The
Squares.
age of the fedora.
That's
the
right.
age of the
It
fedora.
was-
Jesse was wearing a fedora.
It
the other
Why would you
actually,
call me out like
it's
that?
funny too because it was like
You've
a
never
bunch.
worn a fedora ever in your life?
I definitely
ever
wore a
once?
fedora.
I definitely have.
I wore
Okay,
a
so fuck you.
I wore a fedora to Coachella.
I used to
I wore a
have
fedora to Bonnaroo. Embarrassing.
No, don't
I
think it's
used to
American
have
Horror.
a black fedora with a white rope and a fucking
Feather?
feather.
Embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Like I'm embarrassed.
Because like John Mayer is fairly tall and Jack Johnson is fairly tall, but like the commonality between like them, Gavin DeGraw,
Gavin
Jason
DeGraw.
Mraz, all them.
I don't want to be in
White white dudes with a guitar. But you know what? It was a vibe. Making some banana pancakes. Fuck yeah.
I mean, I still love Jack Johnson.
I love Jack Johnson. I have a feeling that fedoras are gonna make a comeback.
No,
unfortunately,
I don't.
Look, we said the exact
Recession indicator.
literally. We said that low-rise jeans are never gonna come back, and that's basically all I
the
wear.
fuck?
I never
said he
said
would
that.
never come back.
I never said that.
A lot of us said it. A lot of us said it.
People with no vision.
Ooh, I just Googled it and the internet says yes, the fedora is making a comeback.
I'm telling you, I can tell. I'm a fashion forecaster.
Ugh, ew, please don't.
You don't have to wear it.
I just don't want it to be around, period.
In reality, the fedora really never left.
I mean, yeah. Like when you really
No,
think
it
about
did.
it.
It did. A lot of people were wearing it.
A lot of people will
Like,
still randomly.
Ooh, maybe I'll buy
I-
one and wear it next week.
I did
No.
have like
Our
boys.
fedoras cringe, the second choice in my search. Yes, they are.
I did have boys like in my grade that would wear fedoras to like events and
It's
stuff.
embarrassing. No. Just no.
It's like when I think of fedoras, I think of platform peep toes. Like really high heeled platform peep toes.
Yep.
My friends and I would
And
get
strapless
like,
tops.
Yeah, but also the denim skirts from like Hollister or Abercrombie, but then go home and cut like an additional like inch and a half off. So they were
Well, those are
basically,
back
like
in style.
a band.
Those are back in style.
That's when they created the micro mini.
Exactly. So we would be walking around, and I'm positive if I look hard enough, I could find photos for sure. Like a 5.5 inch platform peep toe, teeny tiny little mini skirt, a tube top, perhaps a vest on top, but like unbuttoned.
Wow.
Definitely a puka shell necklace, a massive bag,
I'm telling you,
the biggest bag,
in 2027,
Fedora.
girls are going to be dressing like that.
fedora,
Because
and
in
oversized
2026,
sunglasses.
they're dressing like that without the fedora.
That's right.
The girls are
Oversized
wearing
sunglasses, a
early 2000s
Parliament
wear.
light,
and I'm here for it.
I was drinking sweet drinks back then. It was like an absolute peach and Sprite.
Pineapple Sky.
Redheaded
Ew.
sluts. So many redheaded
My
slut
favorite flavored liquor was Bacardi Dragon Fruit.
shots. Disgusting.
Bacardi Raz. But that was much younger. Much younger.
Pinnacle vodka also had
Whipped.
a
Wait, that's
solid.
what I meant to say. Pineapple Pinnacle, not Pineapple Sky.
Pinnacle vodka had like an array of flavors.
Yeah.
Speaking of setting things aside, I have been doing like massive clean outs in my home. Have thrown away so much goddamn bullshit. Like so much shit I've thrown away. Like
I hate bullshit.
Expired like vitamins and the such.
Prescriptions aren't supposed to be thrown in the garbage. BT dubs.
Yeah.
Recently,
I don't
You're
have
supposed to
prescriptions.
sorry to
I don't
interrupt,
go to the doctor.
But recently I walked up to Walmart and I was like panicking. There was like 2 cops sitting at a table. And I was like, oh my God, are they going to try to talk to me about something? But they were just there to collect prescription drugs. Because it's a big deal. Like, you're supposed to turn prescription drugs in and not let them
go
get
to the
in
freaking
garbage.
hood and they sell it because they're fucking corrupt as shit.
Well, I don't know about that, but sure.
I know about
Anyway, I don't really have like prescription anything in my home ever because I don't frequent the doctor. But what? Did I say something particularly funny?
Nope, you're doing great, sweetie.
What did you read?
Nothing.
What did you read?
It's just back to fedoras. The Google wanted to tell me who wears a fedora. And the explanations are celebrities like Johnny Depp, Bruno Mars, Orthodox Jewish men, and characters like Indiana Jones.
That's right.
Thanks, AI.
So random. Go on.
Um,
Cleaning out your closet.
okay.
Skeletons in your
I've
closet.
put so many things on Depop and have sold quite a few things.
Like,
Muscle.
Like a bunch of sports bras. I have far too many fucking sports bras and leggings from the many years that I've been teaching yoga, and like I don't wear any of them ever. I wear comfy like clothes to teach yoga. I barely wear leggings.
your pants have belt loops on the ends.
I know.
When you came in, I was like, I love those pants, and then I remembered that you'd already worn them. And
Maybe I
love
should
them.
get baby belts and put
You
them on the
should
bottom.
You absolutely should.
100% do that.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna look for baby
Seriously,
belts.
what are you even doing without belts?
Do
in your
babies
fucking
wear
pants?
belts?
There are
Do
baby belts.
babies wear belts if they're like dressed up for like a wedding?
If you put them on them, they're not gonna put them on themselves.
What wedding?
My wedding.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're wearing a tux, you're not wearing a belt.
No, but like if you're wearing like a cute, like dapper suit, maybe.
Yeah.
As clothing, babies do not wear belts. I'm asking Google everything.
Wow. Wow, Jeff, your
Belts are
breath
completely
smells
impractical.
like sardines.
Yeah.
Belts are completely impractical for babies, Google says.
I
The
feel- I
metal
feel like it would
buckle
be
presents a serious
uncomfortable.
choking hazard, okay? They
Yeah.
can dig into their soft tummy and restrict movement.
No, not the Tommy.
Okay, and they make diaper changes difficult.
I'm gonna. Whoo! God
Yeah.
damn, Jeff. Oh, okay. So to finish on one final thought that I had that I really wanted
We
to
have
share.
a few thoughts, okay? Like,
I'm so sorry. You're not like you don't really care for what I'm about to say because you don't watch it, but I need to talk about it.
I haven't finished the last episode.
This week's episode.
I haven't finished.
What have you seen?
They're towards the end of the party. Like, literally, this was charging here because I was...
They haven't gone out after the party.
No, not yet.
Oh
I know,
my
it's
god!
gonna
I
get nasty.
cannot believe you.
brain rot.
Oh,
Like your brain is rotting.
When would I ever watch this? Like, literally, what, the episode came out today? Yesterday?
yesterday.
Yesterday, okay.
At night. Yesterday at night. No, fair. We went to dinner last night.
We went to dinner. I started a new job. I appreciate my job, even though in a perfect world, I'd already won my lottery. I'd already like signed off on that freaking like little bingo card that we have, and I would be able to like live my life in leisure. However, that is not the case. My new job is in mother effing Doral. If anybody knows Miami, they know that it is not a piece of cake to get there. In the mornings, it takes me about 40 minutes, and it has been taking me between 50 to 60 minutes to get back home. I fucking hate driving. So I don't know when you expected for me to finish it. Literally, I got halfway through, and then you guys arrived.
All right.
Well,
Also, Jessie doesn't watch it, so that
Nobody
would be
cares,
really
though.
not nice to like speak about this when she doesn't know what we're talking about. That's already happening half of the time. Should we?
Shots fired.
Daph, unlock your foot.
you've been yelling a lot today.
Unlock your foot.
Wait, because I think we can update this, no?
Sure, read us the
Okay.
open spot.
Things that are missing.
Yeah.
Daph and Aicu discuss a movie Jessie hasn't seen.
That's not crossed off?
No.
Yeah, you just discussed, today it happened. I haven't seen the movie still. That you were talking
Which?
about with,
50th episode has occurred.
Has occurred.
Mazel tov, you guys.
Yay!
Thank you
Hot
for
rod.
being with us on this wonderful journey.
eye booger. Ew.
Jessie gets a tattoo. That's not going to happen in 2026. Well, maybe at the end of the year.
I got a tattoo in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, but not since.
Not since it was before this.
When did you make that?
After your tattoo.
Whatever. You don't know that.
We hit 100 subscribers on YouTube.
We did.
Hey friends.
Jessie is feeling bullied.
Jessie is feeling bullied.
Funny because you're literally
Oh, is that not crossed off?
constantly
No.
bullying.
100% cross it off because you guys insulted me when I was telling my cool conspiracy story.
I'm sorry.
Insulted
You literally spoke
You
for
asked me to
18 minutes.
You asked me to tell the story.
You started
it was
reading
involved.
the whole
I have to
entire
ask real
article.
quick. Like,
There was a lot involved.
You
It
were
was a
reading
big
the whole
deal.
article.
No, I wasn't. I was just explaining the part about the fucking boy.
I have to ask a question real quick because maybe we need to redefine the word bullying. And this is not me bullying you, so don't twist it. But
Yeah. It's
does
not
me
real
rolling
bullying.
my eyes at a story
Yes.
consists as bullying?
Yes. And
Yeah.
you being like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah,
I
that
definitely
is
did not
bullying.
say that.
Yeah,
It's
you did.
bullying. Yes, you both did. You were like, we're done here. We're moving on. Just interrupted my whole fucking story.
Well, bingo.
What are the other ones?
Okay, Aicu wins the lottery. Not yet, but soon enough. Soon enough. Jess and Daph talk about a person Aicu doesn't know. I feel like we've
I
definitely...
talked about Vicky several times, and you were like, I don't know who the fuck.
But you say that I do know her. That's not nice.
But you clearly don't.
Okay. Daph is feeling
Oh,
bullied
speaking of which, I
literally
need to honor-
constantly. You're
Daph
always
is feeling what?
bullied.
You?
Yeah, bitch.
I thought so we have two things for bullying?
One of you and one of me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can
First
both.
virtual episode has not happened yet.
No, has
No.
not.
We almost did.
We almost did last week, but then I was in the ER until 2 a.m., so that didn't work out.
Bitch was in the hospital. Wait, tell them about your blood squirting everywhere.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that in a sec. We hit 150 followers on TikTok. Not yet. Yes? Maybe?
No.
No. Okay.
Damn TikTok.
All right. So yeah, I woke up Tuesday morning, my first day at my new job, with a very odd pain/pressure in the left side of my throat. And I get up and I'm like, this felt so odd. It felt so foreign, like it not a regular sore throat. And I go up to my mirror and there was legitimately like a bump on my neck. So I kind of like brush it off, like, we've been traveling. I had a cold when we were in Puerto Rico, so I just figured my immune system needs some reinforcement. I'm literally sitting, chewing on raw garlic cloves, drinking hot tea with like a quarter cup of
I wonder
honey.
if that made it worse.
It could have.
In hindsight, perhaps. I was trying to build my immune system.
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
for
realize
sure.
that like
100%.
I was growing a whole person in my throat.
This is my sister. This is my twin sister.
And mind you, like, it's the end of my last day. The end of my first day. I walk up to my new boss. I'm like, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. By the way, if at any point today I felt a little like low energy, I'm really sorry. I have this like pain in my throat, but I'm gonna go home and rest, and tomorrow I'm gonna be good as new. No problem. I get back the next day. It's worse. Not only is the bump more protruding, I'm also like, I sound to myself like I have peanut butter in the back of my throat. Like it's like closing in on my airways. And I speak to him and he's like, you should go to urgent care. So I arrive at urgent care at 4 p.m. feeling like a drama queen. Like, why am I here? It's literally just a sore throat. This is so ridiculous. It took forever to be seen. But I guess there is a thing such as it's called like it's time warping when in hospitals and like such spaces where it felt like it went by so quickly.
Really?
But, like,
I think
so
that's the
weird,
opposite of
yeah.
most people's experience. They feel
Yeah.
like
I
they're
don't
there
know.
for days.
I don't know. Both at urgent care, like I didn't leave urgent care until 7 p.m. I was there for 3 hours and it didn't feel that long.
I would have been miserable and
I wasn't
so pissed.
happy, but it didn't feel like it was as lengthy. And also, like, I
Very
was sitting and
interesting.
like fucking around on my
Aliens.
phone for hours at a time and like not charging my phone. And when I ended up leaving, I was at like 3%. Anyway,
That's crazy, though.
the doctor and the nurse like test me for flu, COVID, strep, mono, negative for everything. So they are dumbfounded, bewildered, because I opened my mouth and they're like, wow, your tonsil is massive. What the fuck? So the doctor goes, he was like, listen, I don't have any of the stuff here in the facility. I think that you should go to the ER. And I was like, okay, great. Is it cool for me to like go tomorrow? And he was like, no, you should go to the ER, go to the emergency room. If it wasn't an emergency, I would tell you just book an appointment with another doctor.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, go to the emergency room. And I'm like, fuck. Little tidbit about me. I am an excellent accompany person to people at the ER. I'm also like not afraid of like getting like I've never exposed skin, bone, whatever. That's never happened to me. But like if my friends get hurt, I ask for photos. Like I don't
got a
get
strong
I don't
stomach.
get particularly queasy. I find it to be actually quite fascinating. As a patient though, I am not great. I'm not great as a patient at the
Why?
ER. I get very, very anxious. And perhaps it's attached to the fact that one of the reasons why I even went to urgent care in the first place was because mom all of a sudden was like, I'm getting PTSD because when I was 4 years old, I had an infection in my lymph node that required surgery that began as a bump in the neck. I don't like it. The sounds, like the repetitive sounds, the beeps, the people
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
being absolutely miserable. It is.
Nightmare.
My skin crawls. I'm unhappy. I don't like it. Who wants to be in the emergency room? But like I get really, really anxious. So I get in the car and I tell mom like I need to go to the emergency room. So she again is like, oh my God, PTSD. And I was like, I have to tell you that this is not helping at all. Also, it's not about you. And then I called her, my sweet, wonderful, perfect, everything mom. And I tell her, I need you to do me a massive favor. And at this point, I am hysterically crying, or like my version of hysterically crying, which is stifling my cry. Because the thought of, I recognize that when you go to the ER, you are seen by order of urgency. Mm-hmm. And obviously, you could barely, I didn't have a fever. I wasn't feeling ill apart from like not being able to speak.
You weren't missing a limb.
I would be seen last. And I wasn't about to sit in the ER lobby for hours at a time. Thankfully, we have a person who has quite a bit of pull. And I waited at the lobby for, I think, like 10 or 15 minutes. And then
Who is like what?
we'll talk about it off screen.
Yeah.
And I was genuinely like walked around the ER as if I was like a donor. Like, apparently it's called HPP, high profile patient. And it's funny too because
Humble brag.
even though like usually when you're like in the ER, they put you like in the beds that are separated by like the curtains or whatever. No. I was put in a room. But I also was told that I don't need to change. So I'm sitting there in my business casual outfit, fucking around on my phone. People keep walking past the room asking me if I'm a patient or if I need help, if I'm waiting for someone. An MRI, no, CT scan. I got a CT scan with like the contrast. So in my IV, which legitimately makes you feel like you're peeing yourself. It's like this warmth, like kind of like washes over you. And I was warned by the nurse that it was gonna feel like that, and then I'm not peeing.
Yeah, it's the
but it
craziest
definitely feels that way. The doctor arrives at the conclusion. I helped.
After some discussion, the doctor and I decided.
We've deduced that I have what is called an intertonsillar abscess, Thankfully, even though like the doctors at urgent care, the doctor at the hospital, all were very surprised that I only started feeling the pain or like the pressure the day before, because everybody said that it looked very inflamed.
Yeah.
But because it was relatively early, there wasn't much abscess to abscess. But the ENT came and she sprayed me with this numbing spray that she was like, listen, it smells like banana, but everybody always says that it tastes really bad. And I'm like, at first she sprays and I was like, oh yeah, banana. I was like, oh no. And she was like, well, what is that? I was like, honestly, it kind of tastes like chewed up banana gum. Like it's been like a really long time. That and like plastic. It was very bitter. It was very gross. And then that was to prepare me for the Novocaine shots that were, I could feel it down my spine. Like it was awful.
A second round of Novocaine shots? Oh no.
No, this is the
round,
Novocaine
the
shots.
round.
And then with a much wider gauged suction needle, she kept poking at it.
To like suck out what was in it?
Hoping to suck out what was in it. However, because it was early on, she told me, she was like, it's a blessing and a curse. First of all, it means that you caught it early, but like how, if we would have been able to suck it out, I would have been able to make an incision and kind of like squeeze it out. It would have given me a lot of relief from the pressure that I was feeling, but I was prescribed steroids, which started working immediately.
And this is after.
Steroids are crazy. The way that they work with stuff like that, they will literally, the following day, you're perfect.
I wasn't perfect the following day, but I was feeling much, much better.
And this is after your arm squirted?
No, the arm squirting was like at the very end. But I got all the prescriptions. I had my nurse. Her name was Samantha. Shout out to Samantha. She was super cute. And now they put, it was like right here. It was honestly bruised up until yesterday. They put my IV right here. And I'm there for hours. So obviously I'm bending my arm and it kept, I guess, pushing up against, at some point it started getting really uncomfortable. And she was like, okay, well, I'm going to take out the IV. And she takes out like that little sticker or whatever. She takes it out. She puts a gauze. And she turns around to grab a Band-Aid. She puts it on. And I'm like, this feels weird, but okay. I'm still laying in the bed. She was like, okay, I'm going to go grab your discharge paperwork. I'm like, okay, sure. I look at my phone and all of a sudden I look down. There's blood everywhere. Everywhere there's blood. And I'm like, oh, shit. I stand up like this. And I'm like this so it doesn't get on me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna start yelling. Like, I know that I'm fine. I'm bleeding, blood everywhere. No, but like, I recognize also that I'm fine. And also like in my head, it immediately made sense because I was like, it had been feeling like a lot of pressure and it was pushing. Maybe there was like a pooling of blood and it's just like waiting to get out. There was nowhere else for it to go type shit. And she comes back and she was like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know, girl, but it won't stop bleeding. And she takes out the gauze. She takes off the gauze and it's like splatter of blood. And then I kind of was, she was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I think, am I okay? I don't know. I think so. You tell me.
The nurse asking you if you're okay is not a great sign.
It's also like the juxtaposition of it all. Again, people kept coming up and asking me if I was a patient because I'm fully dressed in slacks and this like cute top and like, and I'm bleeding. But again, like this splatter of blood all over the floor, trigger warning, by the way, sorry, splatters away. And then I kind of looked down and it stopped bleeding. I think it was literally just the blood having nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
So that was, and like at some point, like another doctor walks past and she like does the double take. And she's like,
everything okay in here?
What happened? And I'm like, both of the nurse and I are like, we don't know. We don't know. But then like handshakes and peace. And tomorrow I have a follow-up with the ENT because again, mom's fears of this being like a PTSD type of thing.
It was on this side?
Right here. Like literally right where the scar is. Apparently we're not fully unsubstantiated because the doctor and the ENT said that even though my tonsil was super swollen, technically speaking, there shouldn't have been a reason for it to push my lymph node as much outside, like out. So tomorrow I'm going to have a follow-up with the ENT. They're going to ultrasound my neck.
And they're going to tell you you're perfect.
Or not and give me solution. I don't know, girl.
Think there could still be something wrong?
Not with my tonsil, with my lymph node, if anything.
Ew.
We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. By next Tuesday, we'll have reports.
So
Okay.
to HPPs and doctors everywhere.
Yes, thank you. Thank you to the team
to
at Jackson
nurses.
Memorial.
To nurses.
Okay,
To
because they be doing
nurses,
most of the
to
work.
the team at Jackson Memorial, you guys were phenomenal. Every single person that I interacted with was genuinely lovely.
Peace.